Hey everyone, welcome back to my channel. Today I'm going to be doing a little update on the haul I did from Ulta a few weeks ago. I haven't gotten through everything yet, but I think I have gotten through enough things that I can do a video about it. So this is just what has worked so far and what hasn't worked so far. And it's been a while and I have gotten through quite a few things, so I am going to try to kind of hurry through this a little bit without rambling as much as I can, but I do want to first apologize if you guys can hear dripping. It's currently raining in my house, and of course it's currently raining in the room I film in. There's a hole in my roof and I am on my third contractor now and still nothing has happened yet, so a little stressed out about it, but there's water dripping into buckets and there's literally nothing I can do about it. The roof situation is that it's at a point where like 3 parts of the roof connect, so it's a flat roof right there, so I can't tarp it because it would all just kind of go under anyway, so it's currently just dripping into buckets. So I apologize for the dripping. I will try to edit it out, but I'm not super amazing at that, so I might not be able to, but I apologize if you can hear that and it's super annoying. So anyways, jumping right into this, I am going to start with foundations, I think, and I have super mixed feelings about both of them. So the first one I'm going to talk about is the Urban Decay All Nighter foundation. I like this. I do. I've worn it quite a bit. This is probably the one that I've worn the most. Even out of the foundations that I had before this, I've been wearing this almost every day. If not by itself, then mixing it with something else. And I do like it, but I find that it breaks up really weirdly on my nose area. And that's one thing that I did point out that first impressions that I did with this. Even mixed with the Becca one or whatever, I did find that it broke up really badly, and I do have that as a problem area with foundation on my face. It seems to always pool into my pores on my nose, like no matter what I do, and it's almost like pore minimizing primers make it worse throughout the day. I don't know why. It's super annoying and I would love to figure it out, but I don't find this drying on my skin. I find the color to be decent. It is lighter than I expected. I expected it to oxidize more than it does, so I probably could, like, I feel like I would be right in the middle of 2 colors. This is color 2.5 and I could probably get 3.5 and mix them. Although I do think they have a 3.25 if I am not mistaken, and that one might be perfect. But yeah, I mean, I like that this is one of those airless pumps, so you can see, I don't know if you guys can see that, but you can see I've used up to here and it moves up as you're using it. I wouldn't say all nighter necessarily. I do have foundations that last longer than this one. Generally my work days are 10 to 11 hours from the time that I leave my house till the time I get home, and I find that this one looks usually pretty bad by the end of the day, mostly again around my nose, and it's something that like powder doesn't go well over, so it's just, I don't know. But again, I've been wearing it like every day, so I keep going back to it, and it's not that I keep going back to it hoping that like it's gonna look different. I go back to it like knowing what it's gonna look like at the end of the day. I don't know. I think this would be a good one for going out, definitely, but if you're looking to wear this like I do all day at work, you know, it's not gonna hold up super well for you if your skin is like mine. But still do like it and wear it all the time. The other one is the Becca Aqualuminous foundation, and I got this one in light. I do find this one to be oddly almost too dark for me. I didn't think that was going to be the case when I got it, but it is. I've only worn this one a couple times, and I find that it lasts 4 hours maybe on me before it starts to break up and look funky, which is accentuated by the fact that it's a little bit too dark, so the skin that shows underneath it as it breaks up is light and it's noticeable. I can mix this one with longer wearing foundations and it looks nice for 6 hours-ish, but that doesn't help me throughout a work day. It's nice if it's like a weekend and I'm wearing like no makeup and I kind of just toss this on with some mascara and that's it. Because then you can't really see it as much wear off, but it's just not a great foundation for anything longer than a couple hours, and that's not my lifestyle really. I don't know if I will keep this, to be honest, because I just find that foundations like this, with the kind of life I lead with makeup, like I could use this in videos, but that would be it. It would be videos that, like right now I'm filming, it's nighttime, and I'm gonna wash my face right after this. That's all this is good for my life. I'm not the kind of person who is gonna take off my makeup in the middle of the day or something, you know, or well, I shouldn't say that. On the weekend sometimes I'm pretty lazy, but if I'm gonna wear makeup, generally it's all day. So this just doesn't really do much for me, and I feel like it's too expensive to keep for that purpose. I have so many other foundations that I could use that do better than this, so I'm thinking about returning it. And it's not bad, it's a great finish, the coverage is decent, it's just the wear sucks for me. The next thing I want to talk about is what's on my lips right now, mostly because I hate it. I was trying to think as I was, you know, putting on makeup to film this video what I wanted to put on my face, because I had makeup on and I was just kind of adding to it so I could do this video. But I realized that I hadn't used any of the NYX Cosmic Metals lipsticks, and I know that I mentioned in my haul video that this one in pictures looked almost natural, and on camera I don't think it looks as crazy as it does in person, but I definitely feel like I'm in like 1984 right now, not in a good way. And I've noticed that as I'm talking, it's starting to like I just want to wipe the inside corners of my mouth because I feel like it's like all congealing on the inside rim of my mouth, and it's kind of gross. And I don't know if maybe I just put too much on or whatever, but right now I'm like it's on my face, which is a beautiful look and a great sound, and I know you guys are super gonna love having heard that. But yeah, I don't know, I think this is gonna be one of those things that's good for like pictures, but that's about it. I wouldn't wear this out, I don't think, and I haven't had the chance to use the blue and the gray one. Those aren't everyday colors for me, so it's not something that I've been able to work with yet. So this is the only one I've put on. The other ones might be different. As of right now, semi first impressions, not super loving it. I do, however, love the Extreme Shine lip creams. Skin Tone is in my purse, and one of them is actually on the floor rolled under my desk, and I didn't feel like crawling under there to get it. But I have been wearing these and I do enjoy them. I think they're not super long lasting, but they're not really meant to be. They're not, you know, the matte lip creams or anything, but they are nice and opaque and they're good on their own, so I do like them. In front of me I have two liquid eyeliners, and I have the Essence eyeliner pen in waterproof and the Catrice liquid liner in waterproof, and both of them were really nice. I was actually really super pleasantly surprised by both of them. The Catrice one is not matte, which I don't love, but the times that I've used it, I find that this one wears just a little bit better than the Essence one does, so I'm willing to look past the slight shininess of it. But even this one wore really well. The day that I did my first impressions, I wore that makeup for a while, 8 hours I think, and it went pretty well. If I hadn't been crying at the Olympics and all that and rubbing my eyes, it probably would have been better. And really, when it failed, it didn't fail all over my face, you know, it was just I had rubbed off the wing on one eye. So I don't know, I was pretty impressed by this one and pretty impressed by this one as well, which for me, again, I say this all the time, but I have watery eyes and oily lids, so finding a waterproof eyeliner that works is like finding a unicorn for me. So these two are 2 of 3 that work on me, so pretty excited about these. But yeah, other than that, like them both. They're super inexpensive and I would recommend either of them. We have the brow products. I'm wearing both today. I definitely do think I should have gotten shade 4. The more I use it, the more this one just doesn't hold up for me in terms of the depth that I need. I find that I need to go over this with a darker pencil or with a darker gel. So I love the formula of these. I love the way they work. I like the spoolie. I like the packaging. Again, I wouldn't necessarily pay for this again. It's not going to be my holy grail brow product because it's way more expensive than other options that do the exact same thing. But it is good for what it is. Like I said, if you like Benefit, if that's, you know, your brand and you like to shop Benefit, this is great. Same with this, you know, doesn't disappoint, but way overpriced. So moving on, I have two highlighters and I have gotten to use them both. I love this one, this Essence Pure Nude highlighter. I have worn this one quite a bit. It's not as, like today, I don't know if you can see, today I am wearing the new Kathleen Lights Makeup Geek collection one, which I will have a video about later. This is not as shiny as that, but it is a beautiful, a little bit more natural but still shiny highlight. It's just less intense than this one, but it's gorgeous. The color is gorgeous. It goes on really nicely. It lasts a pretty decent amount of time. Yeah, I mean, it's just good. It doesn't accentuate pores as much as some do. It does a little bit as a highlighter, but this one is really good, and again, super inexpensive. This one I don't like as much. This is a baked product, so I'm used to more like put your brush and a highlight and it kicks up product highlighters. Neither of these do that, but this one even less so. This one I feel like I have to really like rub my brush into it to get any pigmentation off of the pan. This one is a really pretty color as well. It is nice. Again, it does all the same things that the Essence one does. It's just not as pigmented and it's a little bit harder to work with, but I do like them both. Moving on to other lipsticks, which I guess I should have done otherwise. I haven't worn this one yet, but I have worn this one again. I do really, really, really like this one. I think it's gonna be my go-to color in the fall. It's so beautiful. I love the way it wears. I can't really find any faults with this. This is a great formula. I would definitely recommend these. This like hurts my heart to say, but I think I'm going to be returning the Lorac Pro 3 palette. And it's not, I don't know, I feel like I've worn this 4 or 5 times and every single time I'm like, it just looks like nothing. Like, I don't know, the colors are so muted that it's just like the most boring eyeshadow. And I'm not, like, I'm a big nude neutral palette person. I have a million neutral palettes. I have the other 2 Lorac palettes, plus I have the Mega Pros, and I love them. Like, but this one, every single time I've worn it, I've just been like, either I feel like it all just blends into my skin tone, which maybe it's just that this is not the right palette for me skin tone wise, that I need to be deeper complected for the colors to contrast a little, or I don't know, but I just know that like every time I use it I'm just like meh about it. And I have too many eyeshadow palettes that I'm trying to use on a regular basis to feel that way about a palette I'm gonna keep. I think the formula is great. I think they last all day and they're beautiful, but it's just like this whole half of the palette just doesn't show up on my skin. And I mean it does, but it's like it just looks like nothing. I don't know. I don't know. I feel like they should have maybe stopped with the 2 because this one just doesn't, I'm not wowed by it, and it makes me sad because I love Lorac as a whole. I love these shadows. Brings me to my last thing, I think. I've been looking around and I'm like, I feel like I'm forgetting stuff, but I know that I haven't tried the Moondust palette yet, so I can't review that, and I don't know if there's anything else. No, besides the skincare, which I haven't been able to use enough to really form an opinion about, so I'm not going to talk about that yet. But the last thing is the BH Cosmetics Carly Bible palette. And again, with this one, I kind of feel like the colors are beautiful, but I feel like I'm lacking a transition color. Like this one is very, very light once you blend it out. And then the other matte one is this one, or it's purple. So it's like you can only either do like a purple or mauve look, or I don't know. I just find this palette to be kind of limiting. I do like the highlighters, but it's just kind of meh. And you know, the quality is BH Cosmetics quality. I did hear a lot of people talk about how this was like better quality than high-end stuff, and that's laughable. It is what it is. It's totally BH Cosmetics quality, which is fine. If you're gonna watch somebody's review or something, I'm gonna tell you that this is like high-end quality and amazing, they're lying to you because they love Carly. I don't watch Carly's channel, but she does amazing makeup, but this is BH Cosmetics quality. It is. And it's not terrible, but it's not great. I don't find the lasting power to be very strong. I don't find the pigmentation to be very strong. And I find the shimmery colors to be that like cheap shimmery feeling. I don't know if you know what I'm talking about, but I find that there's a difference between shimmery high-end eyeshadows and shimmery inexpensive eyeshadows, and this is definitely that shimmery inexpensive shadow formula, if that makes sense. I hope it does. You know, it's $11 or whatever, so I'm not like gonna return it. I don't think it's a terrible palette or anything like that. It's just not, I don't reach for it because I find that I can only do so much with it. If you are on a budget, it's a good palette, but I would expect to need to either bring in like your bronzer, your matte bronzer to deepen up the crease, or a couple other shadows to give yourself something that's not a mauve, purple, or brown. Basically, you know. But I think that was it. If there is anything, again, beside the skincare that I didn't talk about that you would like to know about, let me know. I do plan on using the Moondust palette, hopefully, in my next video, if not the one after, so that I can finally use it and see what I think about it. I just haven't gotten there yet. So I think that's about as short and sweet as I can get this video, but if you enjoyed this, give this video a thumbs up and subscribe if you haven't already. Hopefully by the time this goes up, I will actually have my giveaway winners. I swear it's been like pulling teeth trying to get the winner for this part, for the YouTube part. I've had to email 3 different people now, so just like to give away the stuff, but hopefully by the time this goes live, I have winners and the stuff is sent out and we're all good. But thank you guys again for participating in that, supporting my channel. It's been amazing and I love you guys. But other than that, I hope you guys are having a great day wherever you're at, and I will see you in the next video. Bye everyone.